Alright guys, so I made this new channel because I didn't want to use my regular one for certain reasons, but anyway, this is my new channel and I only wanted it to, I guess, reflect my journey on getting a tonsillectomy done at the age of 44. So, here's my story. It's June 16th, 2025, and I turned 44 last month. So for the last year and a half, I have had some issues with my throat. Didn't know it was so much my tonsils, but I know now. So anyway, let's go back to the beginning. So growing up, never had issues. Only had strep like once, maybe twice, but if I did, it was in my 30s. But I know I at least had it once. Never had any other issues. I was lucky. So a year and a half ago, I started feeling like there was something stuck in my throat. Didn't know what it was. Kept trying to clear my throat. Couldn't get it out. Couldn't get it to come up, go down, whatever. Really annoying. And I tried to clear my throat many times. And it just never worked. And I actually blew out my voice, basically, twice in this last year and a half. Because I thought it was just, I don't know, phlegm or something. Didn't know. But I'm like, surely to God, I can get this up or down. And over time, I couldn't. So naturally, that's going to get really annoying. And it wasn't until, I guess, let's see, about 8 months ago is when I got a hold of a doctor and set up an appointment to get it looked at. So they scheduled an endoscopy or endoscopy, however you want to say it. So I had that done 6 months ago. And the day before I had this done, I was just Googling my symptoms because, that's what we do. And the main thing that came up was tonsil stones. Never heard of them. Didn't know what they were, but the symptoms matched what I was feeling, what was wrong with me. Anyway, so I went in, had the procedure done. They put you under anesthesia. It's like a quick 20-minute procedure. They go in through your mouth with a scope and go into your stomach, look at everything. So I had that done. I wake up, go over the results. Nothing. But still feeling the way I did. I know there's something there. Something is wrong. So, yeah, that was January of this year. Then 2 months later in March, I'm at work and still feeling that like build up, something just like stuck. It feels like it's stuck like right here. It's weird. And I clear my throat like I've done, I feel like millions of times since then. And I feel something come out of my throat. I spit it into my hand. Well, by then I had done my research on tonsil stones and I knew what it looked like. So I knew that's what it was. And for those that know about tonsil stones, you know that they're pretty fucking gross. They just are. You can go like that and they just kind of break apart and they smell like literal shit. That's what it was. And I'm telling you, I felt 100% better. 100%. Didn't have to clear my throat. Didn't feel like anything was wrong with me anymore. I'm like, life's good. Until about 4 or 5 hours later, when I went home from work. Well, back to the same thing. So, I knew tonsil stones was an issue for me. So I started doing more research online, trying to figure out how and the why and how to get rid of them. I looked it up. Even back then, I looked in my throat. I looked at my tonsils. There was nothing. There's no white spots. There's no anything poking out that I can visually see. So I guess I kind of felt like, is that really what it is? But like I knew, but not being able to see it, it was, just kind of made me question, I guess, what was wrong with me. So anyway, I made another doctor appointment with a ear, nose, throat doctor. And I told them what had happened about me spitting out the tonsil stone. And he was like, well, it could be acid reflux, it could be heartburn, it could be like basically everything but. And I'm like, but I spit the one tonsil stone out, and let me tell you, that thing was about the size of a kernel of corn. It was decent size. And I felt so much better. But like I said, it came back later that night, so. But I knew that it had something to do with it. So, anyway. So, I told him, I said, I believe I have tonsil stones. Like, what can be done about this? And he said, the only thing that you can do is, he wanted me to try to gargle salt water, mouthwash with no alcohol in it. I looked online, there's like a lemon juice, Himalayan salt concoction, warm water, whatever. Supposed to gargle it a couple times a day. So, okay, I'll do it, I guess. But I said, so what if it doesn't work? And he said, well, you can have your tonsils taken out, but at your age, which I'm 44, it's not common, and he really made it sound like it's gonna suck. The recovery is gonna suck. As a kid, getting your tonsils out, not really a big deal. You stay at home, you get fed ice cream, get to chill on the couch, on your bed, have people cater to you. Sounds all right, 10 days later, you're good to go. In most cases. But at my young age, not the case. So he kind of made it seem like I should not choose that choice. So I went home. I did the gargling for a week, maybe 10 days. Wasn't getting anywhere. I'm over it at this point. At this point, it had been almost a year and a half since I had been dealing with this, and I can't do it anymore. I'm over it. I'm literally over it. If my only option is to have my tonsils taken out, I want them out. So luckily, and from what I've read online, I know a lot of people, different states, countries, some doctors just don't want to take your tonsils out. And I get it. They're there for a reason. But luckily in my case, even though he thought I was crazy for asking to have them taken out, he agreed to. So that's what happened. And yeah, that was about a month ago. And tomorrow, let's see, it is 9:44 p.m. on June 16, 2025. And tomorrow, June 17th at 7:15 is when my appointment is. Not when I'm having the surgery, but that's when I have to be there at the surgery center. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared. But at the same time, the way I see it, I would rather go through 2 weeks of a lot of pain, and I know that's what I'm gonna feel. A lot of pain. It's gonna be horrible. Horrible. I'd rather go through that as to deal with this every single day, because having tonsil stones comes with other issues. It makes you build up mucus in your throat. I'm sure you can probably hear it now. Like, maybe I can find a video to eventually post where you can hear my real voice, but it's like, it's constantly, it sounds like I gotta clear my throat, and I do. But when I clear it, I can't clear it. I try to break it up, nothing happens. Sometimes it does. Not gonna lie, sometimes I'm able to somewhat break it up to where it's like, it's okay, but it's like, as soon as I swallow, it comes right back. So that's why I'm just over it at this point, and I just want to get some relief, and I'm willing to go through this surgery. So yeah, most likely 12 hours from now, I will be either going through it, about to go through it, or done with it. So yeah, I just wanted to make a channel to help people who are going through the same thing to get through it, because I know, I mean, I've been researching the hell out of this. I do everything. Every time something's wrong with me, I research the hell out of it, because I want to know the good and the bad. Especially the bad. Like, I'm not scared of anything. I would rather know as to not know. So I've been researching it, and I know what to expect at this point. I know it's going to suck. I went to the store, I bought the food that I need, pudding and chicken broth and water, and, you know, got the ice chips frozen and all that stuff. But, you know, nothing can really prepare you for what's going to happen. And I'm still ready for it. Like, that's how much I'm over this. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So that's where I'm at now. And yeah, so I guess I'll go in here and I'll show you everything that I've gotten so far to prepare me for this, because like I said, if anybody's going through this, especially somebody in their 40s, or I guess as an adult in general, but especially in your 40s, because Lord, we are old. You know, I want people to see the good and the bad. Like, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm going to go day by day on this. I want everybody to see what I went through, and it's not going to be the same for you. It may be better, it may be worse, but I still want to document this, and I still want people to see and hear my story and know that, hopefully in the end, that it's not as bad as some of these videos make you think it is. Because, oh my God, I ain't kidding you. I've looked at almost every video on YouTube for tonsillectomies, and, you know, these vlogs and day-by-day posts, videos and stuff, and it's like, it makes you terrified. It really does. And I'm sure it is. But the thing that gets me, most of these people have had tonsillitis, strep throat, all kinds of issues throughout life. I have not, luckily. I have not. And it's so unfortunate that this is the only option for me, but I'm willing to go through it. So Either or, doesn't matter. I hope that this helps others, whether I have you know, I'm going to have rough days, I'm going to have good days, but I still want to document it, and I still want to help others just to see what goes on each day. So anyway, I'm going to take you inside and I'm going to show you all the fun stuff that I've gotten for my procedure. So let's go. Okay, so I have some of the stuff here, but I don't have everything. I will have to pause it for that because there's a lot. But anyway, I've done a lot of research, like I said, so I'm kind of prepared, which everybody should be, because you don't want to come home from surgery and be like, oh, I wish I had this, wish I had that. I'm pretty self-sufficient and I don't like asking for help. So I'm a Taurus, I'm stubborn. It is what it is. So this was the first thing I ordered. And I can post the link eventually when I figure out how to, but it is a mask. Well, not really a mask, but you know, it has the L and the R, so left and right. So it goes like that, but inside it has 4 gel packs, and these can also be warmed up. So you can put them in the microwave, don't overdo it. Instructions come with it, don't be stupid. But they have Velcro, and yeah, basically they go like that. And let me see here. Of course, I haven't used these yet, but it goes like that. It has Velcro right here. You go like that, put it around your head, and you can adjust it, put it on your jaws, put it on your neck, whatever. Good for wisdom tooth removal. Wisdom teeth removal, which I had back in 2008, but these weren't a thing, so just kind of suffered through it. But I was like 26 back then, so it was okay. So anyway, got that. I think, I'm gonna say it was like $15 on Amazon. I'm not sure. Like I said, I can post a link or whatever. Actually felt good. So yeah, comes with 4 little gel packs. Another tip I heard about is honey sticks. And they're single sticks of honey, just like that. They help, of course, honey helps with healing. You know, it's always been a thing, but it's the honey jar, honey sticks, clover, 50 honey sticks. So that'll definitely last me. I started to get the 100 count, but I was like, that's a bit much. So, but anyway, I guess you just bite the top and you just, you know, pull it up because you don't want to suck on anything after you have your procedure. So you just slide it in your mouth, and yeah, that'll be good. Pudding. I have vanilla and a chocolate and vanilla mix. I know you're going to be like, where's the ice cream, Melissa? Well, from what I've read, ice cream is bad because I know for me, ice cream, like dairy, it makes mucus build up, and well, that's an issue for me now, and I don't want to deal with that anymore. So, and I don't know. I'm not a big ice cream fan. Not a big sweets fan in general. So, yeah, that's where popsicles come into play. These are lime, tangerine, and lemon. Not my favorite flavors, but tip number 1, do not get anything that is red. Don't get cherry popsicles. If you get like your basic summer popsicles that everybody eats during the summer, you can get them, just don't eat the red ones, because, you know, like say you have bleeding issues or whatever, you want to know if it's popsicles or blood. So, or, you know, whatever it is. So don't get anything red. Yeah, would have loved to have some strawberry popsicles, but it is what it is. Applesauce. Got some applesauce. Got some ices, blue raspberry, because I love those things. And water. You need water. Water. Gonna be a lot of these. I got 2 cases of these, so I'm just showing you just your basic water. You can drink it from the tap, doesn't matter. Drink water. A lot of it. Even when you don't want to swallow it, drink it. You have to keep your throat moist. I know I hate that word, but you have to, because if not, it's going to be hell, and we don't want that. But it's also hard to eat, from what I've heard, and I'm sure that's the truth. But you know, if you can't eat, it's hard to swallow. Even drinking water, eating ice chips, you're going to be dehydrated. So I was going to get Gatorade, but I saw these at Kroger. It's a BioLite, the IV in a bottle, punch and berry. Never had them? Sounds good. I'll let you know how they are. Also got apple juice. You don't want anything citrus though. Citrus will tear your throat up. And if you're watching this, well, you know, that's not what we want. Not now, not after surgery. So, ice chips. Ice chips are going to be my friend. And I don't have ice trays. I just don't. You know, they're big chunks. When I get drinks at restaurants or whatever, I always get it without ice. Being cold is fine for me. So anyway, I don't do ice, but I'm gonna have to. So, but I don't want to do big chunks of ice. So I'm like, I looked into ice makers. They're like, you know, $80, $100 on Amazon. I'm not paying that. Not for this. Mm-mm. So I found this at a Family Dollar. I believe it was $10. Basically, let's see if I can do this without making a mess. So this is just a rubber, I guess it's rubber, yeah. Has a lid, and this is just a plastic cup that goes in it. What you do is, when this is empty, you sit it in there and you add water around the rim. It has these little holes in it, and it goes into the little bubbles. And you put the cap on, and you freeze it. And then when it's frozen, you just push this middle cup out. Yeah. And all these will be frozen. You just go, shh, shh, and that's it. And all these little half moon ice chips come out. And it will fill, I think it's at 120 of these. I did it 3 or 4 times, I forget. 3 or 4 times, but it fills this whole thing, so I'm ready. So I have those. think that is everything that I have on here, so I'm gonna have to pause it. Please hold. Okay, I'm back. So, some more stuff I got, and this is for probably, I'd say after day 3, maybe? Starting day 3? I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but stuff you're allowed. Mac and cheese. So I can say that. Mashed potatoes. Don't get like the chunky, weird stuff in it. Just get your basic mashed potatoes. It did say oatmeal, and I love oatmeal, but I'm like, it's kind of chunky, kind of weird, a little scary. So I like grits and cream of wheat and stuff. So I got me some grits. No. Chicken noodle soup. Not with all the crazy stuff in it, just your chicken and your noodles and your soup. And also, for probably before that, chicken broth. Just drink it, just to give you a little energy, I guess. And I love both, so, and I love all this stuff, so, you know, it's not like I got stuff I'm like, oh, I dread eating it or whatever. I get stuff that I like, you know. I've been, like I said, I've been researching this for a while, so, anyway, yeah. So, speaking of foods, probably not gonna want to eat a lot of this, not gonna lie. It sounds good right now, but it's probably going to be really hard to get down. And not only that, the medications that they give you, the pain medication, I know that alone has a reputation for making you be backed up, you know what I'm saying? So, not only that, but just a lot of people, between taking pain medication, maybe not drinking as much as you should, obviously not eating like you usually do, you get constipated. So, this, yeah, unflavored packets that go in your water. I was going to get the Miralax, I think it's called, but boy, that price, I'm like, I don't know, because I'm pretty regular normally. So, these had good reviews, so I'm gonna go with that. If things don't happen the way they should, then I guess I'll try something different. But until then, I'm gonna try this. It's got 10 packets. Relieves occasional constipation, irregularity. So, yeah. I don't know. I haven't really heard if they recommend this, but I did get this. It's the Mucinex sore throat spray. And even though it is cherry flavored, it's not red. So it's a clear spray. So if I'm allowed to use it, I will use it. But I will say, when I took the plastic off and I sprayed it, because I was hoping it was going to be red, I'm like, oh, I hope not. You know, because you're not supposed to have anything red. So it was clear. And I wanted to try it, so I sprayed it on my tongue. The tip of my tongue went numb like that. So I'm like, that's a good thing. So hopefully, if I have any issues and I can use this, I will. This is just something I had laying around the house. It's a electrolyte powder blend. Strawberry lemonade, berry frost, fruit punch. I don't remember if it has any dyes in it. far as like not, shouldn't have the red. But worst case scenario, I'll use this like later, way later on, if I'm really dehydrated. But I don't think I'll need it. When I was on Amazon looking for, I think I put in the tonsillectomy must-haves or something, this came up. Arnica, Montana. I've never heard of it. Apparently it's been around since like the 1500s. Yeah. It's a homeopathic pill, and it helps with bruising, like from what I've read, a lot of people that get like Botox and stuff, like lip injections, the doctors recommend that they take it before, because it helps like in the healing process. But anyway, I found out that it's actually good to take for tonsillectomy, especially at my ripe old age of 44. But they're really, really small. I mean, really small. And they dissolve on your tongue. I tried one. They just taste like a sugar pill, basically. These were, I want to say, like $25. I can't see, I'm old. 150 tablets. And I think you take three times a day, something like that. But yeah, anyway, when I actually post everything, I'll share everything that I've said and all my, stuff that I bought. So anyway. Oh, it's raining outside. Good thing I came in, huh? So anyway, yeah, that's another thing I got. Just to help in the healing process, because, yeah, even though I'm in denial about my age, I realize that, well, it is true. It does take a little bit longer to heal the older you get. So, yeah, I think that's everything. So, tomorrow, let's see, it's 10:15 now. Tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning, my brother is going to pick me up and take me to the surgery center, which is about 20 minutes away. I'm going to be there at 7:15. I don't know how long it'll take to, actually get into surgery. I don't know how, the surgery, I guess, takes 20 to 30 minutes. But it's just like, it's an outpatient thing. I'm not going to be staying in there the whole day or nothing. So, anyway, yeah, that's what I know, and that's, I plan on doing a video every day for everybody that's watching this, and I hope that it helps at least one person. Like I said, I'm not going to bullshit nobody. Like, if I have a bad day, my plan is to at least talk a little bit about each day. What happened, how I feel, what I ate. Even if it's, a minute. But if there's ever a day where I'm just like not feeling it, like I'll just like hold up a sign like, not feeling it. So we'll see how it goes, but I have high hopes, and I know in the end the outcome will be a lot better than what I'm going through right now. So that's what I'm excited about. And fun fact, I enjoy being put under anesthesia. It's weird. I had my I had my wisdom teeth removed in 2008, and other than that, my endoscopy 6 months ago. That's the only time I've been under anesthesia, but I enjoy it. It's weird. I know, weird. So anyway, looking forward to that, and I will try to record as much as I can about my process, and I hope that it helps you go through yours. So, wish me luck.